Hello, welcome to Me with Margaret. Hope you've been enjoying my videos and on the topics we've been looking at in terms of our community, our families, our children, even us as parents, as business people, in whatever way you want to look at it. I want to encourage you and motivate you and let you know that watching these videos will be for somebody. It might not necessarily be you, but somebody will want to hear. Somebody will need to know. Somebody will need that information. So please, I just want to encourage you not saying, I don't need to hear that, but somebody will need to hear that. So please share, like, and subscribe. So today we're looking at another topic. We've heard about what's happened, in recent times with child Q. So my question today is, should there be another child Q? Many of us must have heard the news of the incident in a school in Hackney where a 15-year-old girl was strip searched by the police without the presence of an adult while she was on her period. The reason was that there was a perceived smell of cannabis coming from the student. Now, this is just one of the many cases that is coming to light in recent times. And you will agree with me that it is quite appalling on so many levels. The safeguarding report reflect that this was a degrading, humiliating, and a traumatic experience for child Q. So why did it happen? Why should it happen? Can we stop this from happening again? Looking at this incident from the safeguarding report and the findings that came out, I picked up on several things that I believe are worth considering if we are going to challenge this issue appropriately. Aside from the issue of racism, there is the issue of adultification bias. Now, what is adultification bias? It is a form of racial prejudice where children of minority groups are treated as being more mature than they are by reasonable social standards of development. I was looking at a quantitative and a qualitative research carried out in 2017 and in 2019, respectively, by the Georgetown Law Centre on Poverty and Inequality. The study revealed that adults view Black girls as less innocent and more adult-like than their white peers. One of the major findings is that adultification bias can lead educators, that is teachers, professionals, and other authorities to treat Black girls or children in developmentally inappropriate ways. And this is exactly what happened to child Q. In this case, there was a situation where the school allowed the police to carry out this search in an inappropriate way. They know the law, but they didn't follow it. This kind of bias has such a negative impact on girls and children from our communities. This kind of bias has such a negative impact on girls and children from BME backgrounds, and inasmuch as they are seen as loud or aggressive and not being given the benefit of the doubt. For example, in a situation where a child is perceived as looking older than she or he is, either because of the height or the physical development, it may lead to punishment. Can you believe that? Or even exclusion from schools if they do not behave or respond in the way that the teacher expects them to. So if they answer a question inappropriately because they don't know, the teacher might ask, why don't you know? And they might be punished for that. But mind you, I'm not excusing bad behavior, but I believe that there are times that discipline that is being given is not age appropriate. So I agree that we should call the authorities. We should call the schools. We should call the police to account as a response to the findings of this safeguarding report. However, there is also the need to create an awareness of this kind of bias because it's not been spoken of the way we think it should in our institutions and in our communities. And it must be done very early on. When we do this, it can lead to a meaningful action to decrease the kind of bias, as it is called. As a facilitator and trainer, I am opportune to deliver unconscious bias in different sessions for earlier practitioners in children's centers and other community centers. I realize, however, that there is a need to have these sessions for more targeted, communities or practitioners. For example, teachers, youth workers, you know, and other authority figures. Why? It is with the aim of helping them overcome their biases. So, this is what we need to do. We need to create this awareness. And I want to challenge us, at a time like this. It's not about being emotional, it's about looking at what we can do, even with the professionals that we work with, even in schools, so that there doesn't have to be another child killed. Watch this space for more conversations with colleagues, with practitioners that are coming up in the next few weeks, in the next about these kind of situations. And please like, share, and subscribe.